Hello, everyone. It's MsBThatsMe, and today we have Amina and we have Peter Gunz from Love and Hip Hop New York. And Amina took to the internet and she let the people know that she is homeless, has nowhere to go. And Peter came back and he did a live with Godfrey, and he said that what she is saying is not true. And I wanted to talk about it. So let's see what each of them has to say. And you tell me what you think, because I think the truth is somewhere in the middle. I don't think she's completely lying, and I don't think Peter's completely lying. But I definitely don't believe that Amina is homeless. Who remembers when Cardi B was on Love and Hip Hop New York and her and Peter Gunz got into it about not paying people's rent? And sure enough, looky here, it came true.
On TV, man, like you need to get you.
You don't even love yourself.
Get me.
And that's happened?
Yeah, of course it happens.
Oh, okay.
But Nina, every relationship is about being used. That's what it's about. You in a relationship to take something from the relationship and to give something.
A lot of these men will tell you, like, listen, I got a wife, but I want to have a good time. Oh, and I got bills, and I want them to be paid.
Let me say this real quick. For a woman to say, you want some of this ass, you want some of this, I want some money, that's hoeing.
It's not hoeing, because sometimes I don't gotta give guys ass to get what I want from them.
Let me speak.
No, that's not what she's saying. What she's saying is if I'm with a and you want to lay down with me, you don't want me to have somewhere to wash my ass, you don't want me to have somewhere to lay down.
Well, I guess what I'm trying to say.
It's okay for the first thing for you to ask a chick for some ass.
I'm
right?
not asking
That's okay.
You got a lot of love for me. You got a lot of everything you wanted from me. So it's like, why can't I get some back? Look what you gave Amina and Tyra. Babies, and that's it.
No, that's not it.
Are you paying both of their rent?
Yes.
You know you're not paying their rent.
He pays his part.
First off, do you know me?
He pays his part.
Do you know me?
I see what I see on TV, and men like you are the type of men that I be talking about. You need to get from these guys what you want. You get out of both of them. And what are they getting in return? What in return?
We got love.
They look stupid on
love.
TV.
You don't know me like that. I don't know if one of them butt shots leaked into your bloodstream, but you're being very disrespectful right now.
It's in my bloodstream, because I'll be damned. Why is out of here?
You know who I am.
Switch.
You know who I am.
Our old washed up that be bitches like up and their reputation.
Listen.
She's a talented ass woman, and Tyra's a smart ass woman, and you got them looking dumb on TV. Men like you need to get used.
You don't even love yourself.
Get used. I do love myself. Love your wife.
Go back to the basement.
Love your wife.
Where you got your ass
Love your wife
done
and love
and
your
tits
kids.
done. I
Have
do
more
love them.
respect for them.
I do love them.
Look how you show your daughters how your women should get treated.
I do love them.
You think that's good?
Who are you?
You know who I am.
Yeah, you
know who I am.
All right.
Instagram.
All right.
No, and you are the goddamn fool.
Huh?
You make the Bronx look bad.
My, how the tables have turned. I am sure Peter Gunz knows who Cardi is now. On the show, he tried to just reduce her down to just being an Instagram personality. But I'm sure Peter knows who Cardi is now.
Day one, waking up in Germany after losing our home in LA. Me and my kids moved out of place, put our stuff in storage, or most of it in the trash, but some of it in the storage. And we don't have a home, y'all. But guess what? Thank God for family, because we're in Germany with my family, and we're going to be here till I figure it out, because I will, as I always do. But the last couple of years have been so rough. Working my butt off, not making enough money, end up losing my place. And now we're staying with family until I know what I can figure out what's next. And don't ask me what that is, because everybody's like, so what's the plan? I have no idea. I needed to freaking clear my head so I can come up with a plan. And all I know is we're happy, we're healthy, we're powerful, we're capable, and there's so much opportunity out there. And sometimes losing something is only taking you to the next place that you're meant to be. So we'll see what life has got in store for us. No, but seriously, I threw my whole life in the trash. 80% of what we own, and I didn't own anything valuable anyway to begin with, but it feels very good to not have much, but have what's important, which is love. I've never been materialistic anyway, and I only want what's valuable to me. Stay tuned for what's next.
He hasn't always been the best, but I have to point out that he's been there for us. He's been holding us down in the past, I want to say almost 2 years, year and a half is when I started struggling crazy, not able to cover my overhead, my bills, my rent, and he stepped up and he was there and he paid our rent a lot of the time. So, oops, my light went out. I just hate seeing the bashing him right now because this wasn't my intention to put up something to bash him at all. He has nothing to do with this. I mean, he does in a way. He's my kid's father, but at the same time, he's not responsible for me. I'm my own grown adult, and I'm very thankful for him for holding us down. I would have been in this situation a year ago had it not been for him being there and literally holding us down and paying rent. So shout out to Peter. One thing about this whole situation, I don't want to get misconstrued. I'm so good with who I am, who I've become, how hard I work. Everything in my life is great. I take care of myself. I'm mentally and physically in the best shape I've ever been. I just don't got no money. And it's only money, you know? I always say to myself, it could be worse. It could be so much worse. It's only money. Money comes and goes. I ain't got it right now. And I ain't had it in the past couple of years, but I believe in myself. It doesn't take away any of my greatness. And so there's so much that I can do and will do. So see ya soon. And no, he did not make me post this. I haven't even spoken to him at all. But he's in this now. Thanks to y'all, so.
None. I wanted to get on live. Nas. My boy Nas is there. Yo, Michael Coulter, Luke Cage is on here.
Oh, man.
He said, what's up? Yo, that's my man.
Yeah, I fuck with him.
Mike Coulter, boy. The shit that was on Hollywood Unlocked.
Every blog.
And your girl, Amina, I was like, I don't know if you noticed, because they just came up to, I don't know if it was late. It was like, yo, she saying she's homeless and shit, and I'm homeless, and I'm like, that don't make any sense. That's like Pete Gunz's kids right there, you know? And
God, I'm kind of at a loss for words with it because it's more hurt. And I try not to put anything else out in the world that would hurt my kids. Because already I did Love and Hip Hop. I got a lot of explaining to do from the bullshit I did on the show.
Yeah.
So I try not to put nothing out in the world. And I do love Amina. Amina has a good heart. She means well. I'm another shot. Listen, I literally got off the phone with Amina yesterday. I'm handling some stuff for a car in LA. And she asked me, can I get tickets for a jazz show for her and her family to take her moms to? There was no discussion of anything negative like that. I flew to LA last week.
And you moved around. You were helping her move.
So this is the plan. The plan was she's going to move to Germany for a little bit. Well, sister to give herself a break. I didn't really necessarily like the idea. So she wants to move her instruments and her vanity set into storage because the furniture is fucked up. Amina's furniture, a dog and pissed all over everything, bed, everything. It's nasty. So throw that shit in the trash. We'll start over when you get back. So her friend has an Airbnb. So I'll pay the rent up in the Airbnb for a couple months until you get on your feet and just stay there. Yeah. Boom. That was the plan when she come back. I wanted her to do that. I didn't want her to leave. I really would rather have done that because 2 reasons. One is that's like a vacation. You get to go sit down for 2 months and chill and then come back and I still got the same. So let's just pay the shit now and stay. The other reason is Trump may not let you back in this motherfucker, Amina. You know, and you and I know why. So now I will have to fly in to LAX in the event that they don't let you in to get my kids. Because I'm not going to, I wouldn't want that to happen. Right. So Amina says to me, Peter, if they don't let me back in, it's just meant for me to stay in Germany. I literally had to sign for my kids to go. I wasn't comfortable with it. Not at this date and time with what's going on with ICE and all this crazy shit. That's the reason why we married. Anyway, if I'm being honest with you on some brother shit, the last thing I would ever do is lie. Right. I would never lie or cap.
You never lie. You never lie.
I love my kids, bro. My kids can never be home.
Real shit.
I have an apartment in Dallas. I said, Amina, just go stay in Dallas. Live there. What am I going to do in Dallas? Live rent-free? Swim? Right. Go at amenities, chill for a little bit, give me a breather because I can't pay rent every multiple places. Get a place up in Dallas, I send Amina thousands every month. Yeah. Whatever she asks, she will get on here and tell you. It's just that she wasn't able to hold her side of shit up. She felt like like, damn, this is just, I'm stressed. I need to go. So I let her go. But I had no idea that she was going to leave the world thinking that she was homeless. I bought a round trip ticket. They come back on the 23rd of August. Right. I got the Airbnb in LA. I was going to pay that up for a couple of months. Why I tell the world, and it's just like, I feel so fucked up. I feel a little betrayed in a way because she knows that could never be. Yeah. It makes me look crazy.
Yeah. So, that's fucked up.
Staying on there, thank God for my family in Germany. I'm the only one that was giving her money monthly.
Wow.
I'm the reason you're in Germany. I paid for your flights and everything. Even when you got a nigga sitting at the piano playing with you that tried to line me up.
What?
Dude that's in her house playing piano with her. The nigga she was dating, but they was fighting in front of my kids. I told the nigga don't be arguing, fighting in front of my kids.
Yeah, you don't. Why would she bring another man?
What you gonna do about it? I said when I get there, me and you gonna figure it out. Whack 100 called me and said don't pull up. The niggas is lining you up.
Word.
So now that nigga disappears. He's gone. But a month ago they in the living, stopping her music, all type of shit. They in the living room playing piano. I'm like, Amina, why would you have him here again? Knowing the nigga is no good.
Wow.
So but listen, I don't judge. I don't say your man should be doing nothing. I just do what I gotta do. My kids are there.
Yeah.
I just do what I don't want to look bitter because I don't look at her like that. I love Amina. Yeah. This is how much understanding I am of Amina. A nigga hit me one day and said, Gunz, you sending money, she got to do something. She just playing piano, doing handstands. I said, mind your business. She's a fucking artist. And I understand being an artist and going from that to trying to get a 9-to-5, regular 9-to-5, it's mind-boggling. Yeah. But at the same time, this fucking thirst for attention and wanting to be on the blog shit is like a drug. Because how do you say, if Amina got up there and told 100% like it was, Peter gave me every month. It just wasn't enough. The $2,000 a month wasn't enough. I couldn't cover my side. Peter looked out. It was like, thank God for my family in Germany. Right. We are homeless. How?
Yeah. Right.
So what I would have did was I wouldn't have signed for my kids to go. You would have had to stay here and be homeless and then go and tell the world we living in the shelter, I'm homeless. I would never, my nigga, it brings tears to my eyes.
Yeah.
It's fucking me up.
Yeah.
But never let my fucking kids be homeless.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's mind-boggling.
You take care of your kids, let me tell you something. You take
my other kids, I send her everything. I have my other kids' mothers going, yo, you sending her thousands. What about us?
Yeah.
What about me? What about these?
Yeah.
My nigga, I would never.
I know.
Let my fucking kids. I'm a lot of things. I'm a lying, cheating, old, grimy Bronx nigga. But I'm not a motherfucking deadbeat.
No, you're not. You take care of your kids all the time. You always taking them out. You always going to school, picking them up from school.
I've never been on it. I've never been on it. We've been on it.
Yeah.
Child support.
Yeah.
Never been on child support.
Right.
And it's not a testament of me doing so much. It's a testament of my character. They know I would give the shirt off my back. When I'm down, I'm down. When I'm up, I'm up. I'm not happy with this shit. And I asked her to join because I wanted to tell the world in front of me that I just left them hanging and that they was homeless. They was going to be homeless. And so she had to leave to Germany. I want her to tell the world that to me in my face. I didn't even call her offline because since she wanted to do this publicly, I felt a lot of people in this business, including a couple people on Love and Hip Hop, and I don't want to be a bitch ass nigga and start calling niggas out.
Right.
But a lot of people apologize and have conversations with me offline. Now only us two heard the conversation when millions already heard what you said. And it's a shame that I got to do that with my kid's mother because I absolutely love Amina. I'm Amina's #1 fan musically. I just don't know why she would go online and say she don't know what she's going to do. We have a plan. My kids are registered in middle school for next year in LA.
Yeah.
A friend is renting out an Airbnb for $1,800 a month. I said, let me pay that up for a couple months, stay there, and then we'll figure it out. I'm trying to figure out where you went homeless and where all that stuff in that apartment had to go.
Yeah.
I just went to my daughter's graduation last week. We got the kids clothes. I sent clothes last month. Here's money. Here's a little extra money for when I gave her the money for the flights. Do what you got to do. I'm calling around for these tickets for Gregory Porter for her and her moms. And I'm like, where did we go wrong? When did y'all become homeless? I absolutely let me tell you something, bro. When I was signing that paperwork for my daughters to go to Germany, I did not feel good. Something felt wrong about that.
And you think that somebody was in her ear? You think somebody was in her ear at all?
I think this motherfucking when the light dims and things start fading away. This is just I don't know. Amina would have to get on here and explain it to me. But it seemed like that when I was out there, she would go live and she'd say, Peter, when you come on my live, I got all these people. I can't believe it. I made some money. I'm sitting there thinking, fuck it. She makes some money. It's all good. Get the money. But in my mind, I don't give a fuck about that stuff no more.
Yeah. Yeah.
So it's almost like, is it for sympathy? Do you want people to send, yo, we praying for you. This is what you should do. You want to go fund me or something? I don't know. I've sent thousands of dollars. And last year, I could not even mourn my mother, my brother, or my cousin last year. Because I was too busy hustling to take care of these mouths. Which I'm supposed to. I'm not complaining about it.
You do it all the time. You always tell me you
don't understand. There'll be a time I send Amina $3,500 and have $20 to my fucking name. Because guess what? I'm not working either. I'm taking every show I could take. I'll go fucking do shows I don't want to do.
Yeah.
I'm filming TV shows. The show I'm filming now is a SAG. It's union. So by the time taxes get done with that, ain't nothing there, nigga.
Yeah.
By the time I pay my union dues. But I send every dime I got to my family, my kids. I don't wear jewelry. I don't want shit. Niggas always say, Gunz, you got the same clothes on, the same shades. Every time I see you, nigga, I'm never comfortable going in the store, buying myself something when my fucking kids need.
Word.
So it fucks me up, bro, to have my family embarrassed. My granddaughter texted me today and was like, embarrassed in school. What's this about?
Yeah.
It's like, I'll give you a better one, God. I feel like even if that was the case, and it's definitely not, if that was the case, why would you go on live with your kids and say you're homeless? With them laying on you and laying next to you.
It's fucking insane.
Why would you do that? Period. Then her sister, Jazz, thanked me for buying the flights to send them out there to recalibrate. I understand needing a break, stressing bills every month, being stressed out, because I do it for multiple people.
Yeah.
I have a friend that's worth hundreds of millions of dollars. I have another friend worth millions. I have not tapped that well. You think I won't fucking tap that well if my kid's gonna be homeless?
Word.
I posted a post where Shaq bought my mother a house. Amina went under that and added that Shaq. Well, we homeless. We need a house too.
What the fuck?
I had to dead that shit, call and say, don't say that. Why would you do that?
Yeah.
So I hate that I'm getting emotional. And the only thing that get me emotional like that is my babies.
Yeah. That's right.
Don't fuck with the kids. I don't play with the kids. I don't like women being hit and abused, and I don't like nobody playing with kids. Not just mine, any kids. I don't do kid things.
Right.
I don't fuck around. Yeah. But especially when it comes to, my man, I could never sleep at night and be comfortable knowing my kids are home. Listen, I did a morning ride. I take my sons to school every day. I feel like wherever I'm at, the right thing to do is, help out with the kids. Take them to school. Under my caption, taking my kids to school is all of these niggas being disrespectful, cuz.
Yeah.
Amina's saying that she homeless. So I don't know if
After listening to Amina and now Peter, I have so many questions. I am so confused. Amina, were you living above your means and that's why you weren't able to pay your rent and things of that nature? Were you still living off of being a musician and it just wasn't paying enough or bringing enough income in, and you chose not to get a 9 to 5? Like, you've been off of Love and Hip Hop a long time. Like, honestly, at this point in time, you should be able to go get a 9 to 5 somewhere, or heck, work from home. But I'm not understanding how you're quote unquote homeless. Now, having listened to Peter and listened to Amina, I feel like the truth is somewhere in the middle. I don't feel like she's homeless per se, because clearly she has somewhere to go. She's with her family. So she isn't homeless. Like, homeless is I have nowhere to go. I'm on the streets with my kids or living in a shelter. So I'm a little confused on that one. However, Peter outlined all the things that he was doing, giving you money, gave you suggestions. He found a place, where you could stay, where he paid up the rent and things of that nature. So I'm just confused on why you didn't take him up on this offer. And then also, Peter alluded to something about when you come from Germany and coming back to the States, like he was hinting like you may not be able to get into the country because you're not a citizen. And if that's the case, I have so many questions. You were here in the States frolicking around after Peter Gunz all these years and you never got your citizenship. I'm so confused. Child, priorities. However, I do pray and hope that Amina really sits down and takes this time to figure out what she needs to do to get back on her feet, get herself together, and do good and great things for her children, because ultimately this affects her children. You uprooted your whole family and went over to Germany, and now they're not near their father and things of that nature. And the way that Peter makes it sound like he is a present parent. And you didn't deny that he wasn't there helping and assisting you. So I then have to turn everything back to you, sis. You need to really sit down and analyze, what are you doing in your life that things have gotten to this point?